Good morning students, this is Joy Varghese from Uncovering Chemistry. Today in video 9 we are going to study about temperature dependence of rate of reaction, what we say. Clear? Now generally when we say in any chemical reaction, whenever you increase temperature, you will see the rate of reaction increases. Yeah? Because collision of the molecules will be increased, what we say, kinetic energy of the molecule will increase. Many theories are there. Collision theory is also there in our topic that we'll be discussing later on. But first of all, we'll understand the temperature dependence of rate of reaction. Okay. So it was first what we say given by the Dutch chemist, that is what is named V.H. Van 't Hoff, what we say, J.H. Van 't Hoff, what we remember. Clear? But the physical interpretation was first given by whom? The Arrhenius, what we say. Clear? Now, in experimental studies, it was being found out that, if you increase the temperature by 10 degrees Celsius, the rate constant is double. Now, rate constant means K, what we have seen in our previous video. Clear? It is doubled, what we say. Okay. Now, based on this interpretation, it was being explained by Arrhenius. Arrhenius was a Swedish chemist. Okay. Now he gave an equation. Now that equation is like this. What we say? K is equal to A into E raised to minus EA by RT. What we call. Clear? Now in this case, we know what is K. So K is rate constant. Clear? What we have studied in our previous video. What is K? K is rate constant. When we say A is Arrhenius factor or frequency factor, or it is also called pre-exponential factor. Now in this case you can see pre means before this exponent part you can see A is there. So this is also called pre-exponential factor. Clear? It is also called pre-exponential factor. When we say EA is what? Activation energy. What is the word? Activation energy. Clear? Now, before deriving this relation, now we will first study about activation energy. Now, if a question is asked, what is activation energy? So, we can say the energy required to form an intermediate. Intermediate means it's a product which is formed before the final product. Understood? On the intermediate means in between, means after reactant you will get intermediate, and after intermediate you will get the product. Okay. So the energy required to change a reactant into intermediate is called activation energy. That we will explain after this topic. Okay. So EA is activation energy. Temperature will be in Kelvin. Temperature must be taken in Kelvin, and it is because SI unit of temperature is Kelvin. So whenever you use this, the value of R is what? Gas constant. What is R? It's a gas constant. Gas constant value you have to select 8.314 joule mole inverse Kelvin inverse. Okay, this is the value you have to select because here Kelvin we require. Okay, so this value of R, gas constant, you have to select. Understood? Now, before going to this topic, first of all we are going to study about EA. EA means what? Activation energy. Okay, let us see. Now, to understand activation energy, first of all, we'll study about how is the formation of intermediate take place. Okay, so for that we will take a general reaction. Here, a general reaction in which H2 I'll write like this. If you want, I can write like this. H2, clear? Plus I2, clear? Gives like this. So this is the reactant part. This is your intermediate. Clear? This is intermediate, also called activated complex. What it is also called? activated complex, and after that there will be a breaking of this what is a bonds what is a. So whenever we talk about the formation of a product, always there is a making and breaking of bond what we say, and for that energy is either released or absorbed what we say. Okay, so in this case you will see the reactant first change into intermediate. Intermediate means what? Activated complex, and then it changes into what? Product what we say. What it changes into? Product. Understood? Now this reaction, if you want to write in general, we write H2 plus I2 will give you what? 2HI. Like this is the reaction. Okay. So this is the reactant part, this is product. But before forming product, the intermediate is formed. And the energy required to form an intermediate, we call it as a activated complex. Right? Now this I will explain it through a graph. Just a minute. Okay. Now when we draw a graph against potential energy and reaction coordinates, when we say what is reaction coordinate, it is nothing but the energy change when the reactant changes into product. So when I say, if I start a reaction from this point, what we say, this point, now this point is H2 plus I2 what we talk about. Understood? So suppose if you don't understand, suppose I write a reaction H2, okay, there was power failure, so don't worry, I think you can watch this carefully. Okay, so here see, when we talk about in this case H2 plus I2, so if I write a reaction H2 plus I2, first it gives you what? It gives you like this, intermediate. What does it give? Intermediate. Clear? Intermediate. This is suppose A. A will give you B, that is intermediate, and B will give you C. C, that is the product. Okay, so the product is what? 2HI. Understood? So when we start a reaction from this point, you will see there will be an increase in the collision, and then it comes to a peak of reaction what we say, and at this peak you will see there is a formation of an intermediate. I will represent it as I, or also you can write it as activated complex. Which complex? Activated complex. Understood? So I also you can also write it as intermediate. Clear? So this is the region where it forms an intermediate, and after that what we say, it forms a product like this. Product means this is suppose A, this is B, and this is C. Understood? So this is the part what I was talking about. So the energy required to form an intermediate is called an activation energy. What is the word? The energy required to form an intermediate is called activation energy. Understood this part? So there is another graph which shows the collision of these molecules, okay, and the fraction of molecules what we are going to talk about. Okay, just a minute. Okay. Now in the previous video what we have discussed about, that is regarding the potential energy and the what I call it as energy of molecules. Regarding that graph what we have seen, in which there was a formation of intermediate. Clear? And the energy required to form an intermediate is called what I call it as activation energy. Okay. Now in most of the reaction, when we talk about this part, all the molecules in the reacting species do not have the same kinetic energy. What they don't have same? Kinetic energy are not same. Some of the molecules have more kinetic energy, some of them have less kinetic energy. Now this was being explained by Boltzmann and Maxwell by giving a graph of what we call it as, by plotting a graph of fraction of molecule, by plotting a graph of fraction of molecule and kinetic energy. Which energy? Kinetic energy. Understood? So now fraction of molecule, I think you must have studied in your lower classes. It is denoted by Ne by Nt. What we say? Clear? Fraction of molecule is denoted by Ne by Nt. Now in this case, when we say what is Ne, what is Nt, that is when we say here the Ne, what we say in this case is the number of molecule. Ne is what? Is the number of molecule with kinetic energy. Clear? That is the exact number of molecule with kinetic energy, and Nt means what? total number of molecules. What is NT? T for total. This is number of molecules with kinetic energy. NT means total number of molecules. What we say? NT means what? Total number of molecules. Clear? So when we say the Maxwell and Boltzmann were the scientists who gave this curve, what we say. Now in this curve, if you see in this case, if you start a reaction at a certain point, you will see a certain point is reached when the energy of the molecule or the fraction of molecule taking part in the reaction is maximum. What we say, that is at a given point. So we can call this energy as the most probable. What is the word? Most probable kinetic energy, what we call. Understood? And then the graph you will see will slip down, what we say. Understood? So this was given by whom? Maxwell and Boltzmann. They explained this curve. So this is the portion of curve where when we say the kinetic energy of the molecule is maximum. Now this is for many molecules. It is not for a single molecule, because for a single molecule to get a kinetic energy precisely, it is very difficult. So they have taken a cluster of molecules. Understood or not? So in this case, when we say this is the way the graph was being represented by whom? The Boltzmann and Maxwell. Now what we have seen in our case, that is what? Suppose if this is the graph given by them, and now suppose if I increase the temperature by what we call it as 10 degrees Celsius, that is T plus 10 when I write. Okay, so if you see in this case the portion of the peak was less, but when we say in this case the portion increase, means the molecule taking part in the reaction or for forming an intermediate and then to form a product, means the molecule taking part or the fraction of molecule, the portion is maximum when you increase the temperature by 10 degrees Celsius. So this was being explained by whom? Maxwell and Boltzmann. And what we have seen in our previous video, that if you increase the volume by 10 degrees Celsius, the rate constant is doubled, what we said. Understood? So these are the things what was explained for what you call it as kinetic energy, what was explained for fraction of molecule, what was explained for formation of intermediate, and all these things. Is it clear? Now the next part what we are going to discuss is about the what you call equation. From Arrhenius we will find the temperature dependence equation, what we say. From Arrhenius equation what we saw, K is equal to A into E raised to minus EA by RT. Okay, so we will derive the relation for temperature dependence of rate of reaction, what we say. Okay, it's the next part, see. Okay. Now, based on the concept what we are talking about, you can see the question can be asked like this. What is that? Give an account of Arrhenius equation, or it can also be asked, explain the temperature dependence of rate of chemical reaction with the help of Arrhenius equation, what is given. Okay. Now, we know what is Arrhenius equation, so we have studied that, we have written here. What is that? Arrhenius equation. Arrhenius equation is given as follows. Clear? Now what is that? K is equal to A into E raised to minus EA by RT. Now you have to explain. Whenever you derive the relation for this, you need to explain this all terms. What is K? So where you can write where K is rate constant. Clear? Now, what was this? This equation was proposed by Arrhenius. Clear? Okay, Swedish chemist, what we say. So, K is rate constant, A is Arrhenius factor, or also called, before this exponential part it is called, that's why it is called pre-exponential factor. Exponential factor. Okay? Pre-exponential factor. Or we can also call it as frequency factor. Frequency factor. Clear? Okay. Now, when we say EA, EA is what? It is activation energy. Energy required to form an intermediate. Activation energy. Clear? EA is activation energy. Now, its unit must be in joule mole inverse. Clear? Its unit must be in joule mole inverse. Then what we call it as R. R is gas constant. Clear? Its value must be 8.314 joule Kelvin inverse mole inverse. Clear? This value you have to remember. Joule Kelvin inverse mole inverse, what we say. Then temperature, T is temperature. The unit of temperature must be Kelvin, what we say. Then minus EA by RT, what we say, or E raised to minus EA by RT. Now what is given? It is the fraction of molecule. Fraction of molecule. Clear? Now it is a fraction of molecule having kinetic energy. You can see this, having kinetic energy equal to or greater than activation energy. Right? I think you can see that. Okay. So these are all the terms involved in this. Okay. Now to explain further, we will take the natural logarithm on both the sides. Okay. After taking that, what do we get? That we are going to see. Just a minute. Now in this case, this I will give equation 1. So I can write taking natural logarithm on both the sides of equation 1, we get, clear, that is ln k is equal to ln a, natural logarithm of to the base e, what we say, k to the a. Now here multiplication is sign is there. So when we talk about this multiplication sign, here it will be plus, what we say, in log. Okay. So in bracket I will write now. This is same like the identity what we have studied for log, that is log x raised to a to the base x is equal to what we call it as a. Why? Because log x to the base x is equal to 1, what we say. Understood? So in this case also, if I write like this, ln e raised to minus ea by rt, this is to the base e, what we call it. Okay, so what will happen in this case? This part will get cancelled and you can write that is ln k is equal to ln a minus ea by rt. Clear? This is the form what you have to remember. Understood or not? Now if you see in this case, there are two different conditions based on this what you see. Okay? Now just a minute. Now if you compare this equation, or I will just interchange and write minus EA by RT plus ln A. Clear? So comparing the above equation with that of straight line, that is y is equal to nx plus c, what we say. Understood? And if you plot a graph, that is, if you plot a graph of what we call it as of k versus 1 by t. So if you plot a graph of k versus 1 by t, it gives a straight line with the slope equal to minus EA by RT. Understood? So if you see here, I will draw the graph here. You can see what is the graph all about. So if you draw a graph of ln k, clear? And if you draw a graph of ln k against 1 by t, clear? You will see from the intercept, when we say from this intercept, this is the part what I am talking about. Intercept, you will get the value, intercept is equal to ln a. From that you will get the value of a. Clear? And from the slope, that slope value, slope will be equal to minus EA by RT. Understood? So from this also, that is, you can compare it with the equation of straight line and you can draw the graph like this. Okay. Now the another part of this equation, I will rub this part. So the another part what we say is at two different conditions, that is at temperature T1 and temperature T2, that we are going to discuss. Now Now you can see for two different temperature T1 and T2. For two different temperature T1 and T2, the equation 2. Now which was equation 2? What we have seen, that is ln K is equal to minus EA by RT plus ln A. This was your equation number 2. Okay. So from equation 2, that is for two different temperature T1 and T2, equation 2 can be written as what we say, can be written as what? That is ln K1, I will write here. Okay, that is the initial part, is equal to minus EA by R T1, here it is written. Okay, plus ln A. This can be given as 1. Okay, and for temperature T2, ln K2, is equal to minus EA by R T2 plus ln A. This I will give as 3 and this I will give as 4. Clear? So from this, if you see, that is here, look here, A is constant, where A is constant, A and R both we will take. Okay, A and R is constant, so it will get cancelled. So subtracting, this is initial and this is final. So what will subtract? Subtracting equation 3 from 4. Subtracting equation 3 from 4. We get what? Okay, so what do we get? So if you subtract it, you will get, that is ln K2 minus ln K1 is equal to, if you see, minus EA by R T2 plus ln A minus of minus EA by R T1 plus ln A. Clear? So if you simplify this, you will see this and this, you can see here, just a minute, this will get cancelled. Clear? This EA also will get cancelled, R will get cancelled. So what is remaining, it will be like this, or EA by R you can just keep, because we have taken EA as constant. Okay, I will just do it in the second step, that is ln K2 minus ln K1 is equal to, I can write minus EA by RT1 plus, minus EA, I will take here T2 plus my EA by RT1. So I will interchange this relation, what we say. So ln K2 minus ln K1 is equal to EA by RT1 minus EA by RT2. Okay, I think you can see this in the image. Okay, so now the next part of this. Now, as this is logarithm, subtraction of logarithm means division, what we say. So I can write here ln K2 upon K1 is equal to, here I take a common EA by R. So what in bracket it will be 1 upon T1 minus 1 upon T2. Okay, like this it is what we say. Now I will convert this natural logarithm, that is conversion of natural logarithm to the log x to the base 10, what we say, we get, but whenever you convert, we need to multiply it with a constant 2.303. Understood? So what it will be? So log K2 by K1. If you see here, actually it should be 2.303 here, like this. Okay, is equal to, we can say 2.303, okay, EA by R into 1 upon T2, T1 minus 1 upon T2, like this. Okay, so if you want, you can further divide this equation with what? 2.303. So if you divide this equation, that is dividing, to remove this, dividing the above equation just a minute. Here, because it was natural logarithm was on your LHS side, r into 1 upon t1 minus 1 upon t2. Okay, so what to do? You can take this like this, that is log k2 upon k1 is equal to Ea upon 2.303 r into bracket 1 upon t1 minus 1 upon t2. Okay, now just a minute. Okay. So this is the formula. Either you can remember like this, or if you take the LCM, that is log k2 upon k1 is equal to Ea upon 2.303 r. Here it will be t2 minus t1 whole upon t1 t2 like this. Okay, so you can remember either this formula for your calculation, or also you can remember this formula. But I think this will be easier for you to remember because it is t2 minus t1. When it is in a fraction form, it is 1 upon t1 minus 1 upon t2. Okay, so it will be difficult. So this is the equation you have to remember for further calculation of the numerical. So in the next video, we will be discussing about the solving what I call the numerical based on this equation. So this is the equation for what we have seen. It is for two different conditions, that is two different temperature, and this is for temperature dependence of rate of reaction, what we said. Clear? It was explained by whom? Arrhenius. That is the physical interpretation was given by Arrhenius. Okay, so this is all what is given in your book on page number 115. Based on that, there are two numericals, solved example 4.10 and solved example 4.11. Clear? After this, in the next video, we will be discussing about the effect of catalyst and also about the collision theory will be our next video. Okay, so here we will stop. Next time we will be continuing with the different topics. Okay, till then read thoroughly, go through your textbook. If any doubt are there, you can ask me. I will explain it through my personal mobile number. Okay, thank you very much.